Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Four and a Half Marks. I'm your host, Travis the Hero, and I have your mom's favorite wrestler, the Bang Daddy, Brandon Nitro.
You forgot just a couple in there. I mean, I'm the Heartland Heartthrob.
Heartland Heartthrob.
Probably your next stepdad.
Your next stepdad.
The White Claw Warlock.
Oh, see, I haven't heard that one.
Captain Claw.
Okay.
I do love White Claws.
Okay. So it's not just Bang, it's Bang and White Claw?
Yeah. You use the Bang to get amped up for the match, and then you use the White Claw to celebrate or just drown your sorrows after the match.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. We learn something new every day. But we're so excited to have you on the show. We've been watching you for, it's been almost 3 years of us going to Magnum. So we've been watching for that long, and it's awesome to see like your progression, your title run, and then just you, like you're just gonna give you your flowers now. Like, you're a fantastic wrestler. Your look is great. The gear's cool. Everything's just super fun about you. So we're just gonna have a chat. I always think it's easy just to start off with like the standard wrestling questions. Which so how did you like discover wrestling? What's your earliest memory of pro wrestling?
How I really got into it was actually my cousin Rich, which is running sound and stuff for New Sound Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
He was really big in my life when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Brought me to wrestling stuff. Then I remember watching the Monday Night Wars, and then I kind of just faded out of wrestling when I was in high school. Girls kind of took over. I was chasing girls instead of watching wrestling, and I ended up going to prison for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was there, it was like my ritual to start watching wrestling again. And I came up with this character while I was in there, the Convict, because Convict, but that's who I was. And then I got out, found a wrestling, actually my girlfriend, which is now my wife, found a wrestling school here in Sioux Falls with Nick Eugene Densmore.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was like a training camp, and it was like 2 weeks of camp. Whoever did the best gets a semester free in training. And I came up second, and I got into wrestling there and just never looked back.
Yeah. And so just because of, like I said, we've only been watching for about 3 years. How long have you been wrestling for now?
I think 9 years.
9 years? Wow.
9 years now.
Long time. So I know something I didn't know, because I had just kind of recently discovered Magnum at the time, but you were a former member of the Snake Pit?
I am one of the original members of the Snake Pit.
Oh, okay. Because so the members I have in my head are, of course, Duke.
Yep.
And then Seto Kabara.
Yep.
And then I didn't even recognize it was you. I was just like, there's that guy. I don't know who that guy is. And then you shared something a while back ago on social media about it. And I was like, oh, that was you the whole time. But so who are the other members, I guess? Because I don't, I just started watching Magnum and I didn't really know anybody or anything.
Well, it was Daddy Duke. He brought it. He was the one that brought us all together.
Mm-hmm.
He saw something in all these young guys that were coming up.
Yeah.
And then he brought in Rich Maxwell was the other guy. And then Seto and myself. And then we had another guy. Like, he showed up for a show, and that was about it.
Okay.
And actually, at one point, Seto and myself were Magnum Tag Team Champions.
Oh, okay.
And that was actually my first title run. We had him we were facing Team Lariat all the time, which was Joey Anderson and brain fart in his name.
Well,
he loved
put
pizza,
it here if we can find it. So, but he liked pizza.
Oh yeah.
So
Joey slapped me with a piece of pizza during that little rivalry. That was wonderful.
Well, cool. Like, it's so I never knew that about you. Like, you were tag team champions. So we saw what was the change, I guess, from the Snake Pit into your character now with being I guess your next stepdad and everything like that. Like, what was that transition like from that to this?
So it started with Midwest All Pro, which was run by Eugene. And I got into a tag team with a guy, just kind of threw us together at a show, and we kind of meshed, and we were Team Awesome.
Team Awesome.
It came out, everything is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started just listening in the locker room down at Magnum and listening to Strife actually talk about how it would be funny for two guys to be Bang Bros and stuff. And
Mm.
before you had like the Bang Bros, like
Yeah.
Davey Bang and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, yeah. But so I was trying to get this guy to go along with me on it. And he just, I think my heart was in it more than his was.
Sure.
And I just kind of went off on my own. He kind of backed out of wrestling a little bit. And I just kept doing my Bang thing. And it just kept evolving. I kept learning stuff from different people. I mean, half the Bang sequences and stuff has come up by the guy I'm usually facing in the way he wants me to hump his face.
Sure. Okay. And so where, like, what was in your head, or like, how did you like think of like, I'm gonna be your mom's favorite wrestler?
I don't remember. I think I heard it from one of the guys at Midwest All Pro in the locker room, and I'm just like, dude, I'm taking that.
That's mine now. I mean, it's good. We've had that happen, or like we've had it. It's an ongoing joke here with Pump Luck with Tyler, who's off camera, like that you're his mom's favorite wrestler, and then we make jokes, and he doesn't like him about that. You're gonna be a stepdad soon, so we'll see. Like he's not happy off camera.
I have my front desk lady at my shoot job.
Mhm.
I work with the front people a lot, and she's always telling me that I'm her favorite wrestler because she's a mom.
So with I guess with that character, of course, like you want to have your fan interactions and everything like that. I guess what's been kind of the weird experience that you've had with this character and being like the White Claw Warlock?
It's kind of being like a ladies' man and stuff, and I am a married man.
Yes.
So there are awkward situations when women get close to me, and my wife knows about it, and you know she's really cool about it, but it's still, I don't want to get in trouble.
Sure, absolutely. Now, as a married man myself, I understand.
And then I was in Montana recently, and I've done a Bang thing with the crowd, and I saw a cop in the back, a female cop. So I pointed at her, and I wanted her to come and pour the Bang in my mouth and bang me. And she wouldn't do it. And all of a sudden, the male officer comes up, and I'm like, well,
all right.
Bang Daddy don't discriminate.
Bang Daddy don't discriminate. My favorite one was at the Drag Out Knockout show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I didn't even, that was not planned whatsoever.
Yeah. How was that slap?
It wasn't terrible, but it was there.
It was there. There we go. So being you, how many kids do you have?
I have 4 daughters.
4 daughters. All daughters?
All daughters.
Wow. So very much just women in your life.
Yes. Yeah, they range. I got a 3, 4, 6, and 17-year-old.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of chaos in my house always.
Yeah. So how do you balance, I guess, like wrestling and being this character with fatherhood, of course, being a good dad to your kids and everything?
Well, they don't get to come and watch me wrestle too much. I mean, bringing for my wife to bring 3 small children, because my oldest is working or she's a teenager.
Sure. Right.
So for her to bring all of them to come see me wrestle, they don't get to see it very often.
Right.
That, and they're psychos and beat each other up already, so I don't want them to see what I'm doing.
Sure.
But I mean, we do watch my matches sometimes on TV. They'll want to watch. They love when I bring a belt home. I have one that will lay on top of them, and that's just her baby for the day.
Yeah.
I don't get to do as much wrestling as I want to. I would love to reach out more,
Sure,
and go further, but that means leaving the family behind.
Right.
And I love my kids.
Yeah. No, I understand that. It's tough. I'm a father of 2, and so it's tough bringing them to shows. I took them to a show the other night, and it was a little tough. And then just like they're actually going to come out here for this show tonight for New Sound. So we'll see how my wife deals on the trip up here. But we'll see how it all goes for them. So I understand that. Well, speaking of like traveling, so you go, of course, to Omaha, here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and then you go to Below Zero?
Yep, I am the Below Zero heavyweight champion up there as well. And yeah, it gets cold up there.
I can imagine so.
But
is that kind of the 3 states that you're mainly in?
Yep. I've tried to go to Minnesota a little bit. but it's very competitive there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
A lot of young guys, and I'm not the youngest guy anymore.
Right. But I mean, sometimes it's more about the experience, right?
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I was also kind of curious about is, in general, like you even though you don't travel that far, you still meet a lot of people. A lot of people come here. Who has been someone that you've really enjoyed working with?
The funnest one, the loudest one I've ever got to deal with is Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, really?
Yep. Oh. Yeah, I did a 6-man tag and literally did nothing. All that it was him going, oh. That was it.
That was it.
And it was the loudest show I've ever been on. It was crazy.
Where was that at?
That was at the Shrine here in Sioux Falls when Eugene was still running stuff.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, that one was a fun one. Billy Gunn was impressive to be around. He's a very large man.
He looks like
large man. I did the Honky Tonk Man actually helped me propose to my wife.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we had a show with the Honky Tonk Man, and I was gonna propose to my wife, and it was like a raffle thing, and got her and my oldest daughter in the ring, and then my music hit, and I came out and got down on one knee, and that was during the Daniel Bryan era. So then there was all the yes, yep.
Ah, that's so cool. That we gotta. We'll see if we can find footage of that, because that sounds cool to show off. But hey, how many people can say that like Honky Tonk Man helped you propose? Like that's such a cool thing to be.
Then John Cena did his at WrestleMania like right after that, and I was like,
he took it from you,
bro. At least mine was a success.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, speaking of Eugene, like, so how was it learning under him, and I guess what was it that his big thing in you? Like, what was it that you learned from him that you still like think about today?
The basics.
Basics.
He ran the basics over and over and over. And, at the time I got irritated with it. Like, I'm past this. I want to do more. But that's your fundamentals. That's how will you move in the ring. And he is a genius on how to put matches together. He's a genius at wrestling. He used to be called Mr. Wrestling, and it shouldn't be used to be, because he is Mr. Wrestling.
Man, that's cool. Like, a fundamental. So how long was your training process?
I trained with him for probably about 5 years.
Oh, wow. Dang. Long time.
Yeah, because at one point it just became open gym. Yeah, I didn't have to be there when all the other guys were there, so I just got to go to the ring, do what I wanted to do, and help me get better.
Any fun stories that you want/can share about Eugene?
Eugene likes to be on his cell phone a lot while he's driving, and I had a very scary trip coming back from Mitchell, South Dakota to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where we were in a U-Haul that was too small to fit the ring. So then we had to go get a trailer. So we were pulling a trailer with the U-Haul, and he's on his phone, like editing matches.
Oh my God.
Playing Pac-Man going down the interstate, and there's semis honking at us.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that was a wild. He would never get off that phone. And that was his editing time, is driving time.
Driving time. So in your opinion too, what makes or breaks a wrestler?
Dedication. Yeah, you got to be dedicated. I mean, you see the guys that just only do stuff on the weekends. They don't go to the gym. They don't do stuff like that. You got to be dedicated in many aspects. And I mean, you don't have to be super fit.
Yeah.
But you need to be at least athletic.
Right.
So you can move around and other people can work with you.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's like on that note too, like there's my brother just started kind of watching wrestling, and the guy that impressed him the most was I always get him confused. I believe it's Ivar from the War Raiders, because he's really big, but this guy's doing like somersaults and just moving around like nobody else, like nobody's business. But that's like to your point. It's like he's not the most athletic looking guy, but he is athletic.
Yes.
So it's crazy with that.
So all of your training was done with Eugene?
For the most part, I've done like seminars and stuff like that. I did a Billy Gunn seminar, Hurricane Helms, Val Venus. Val Venus is my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, he was that like
voice, man. Oh,
his action figure is on my dashboard.
nice.
That is my ornament for my car, and it is a signed Val Venus. And I popped him when I handed it to him because I got to wrestle on a show with him. Because I started doing the hello ladies thing, and I had girls come up and pour the bang in my mouth and everything. And someone saw that, like, hey, you want to be on a show with him? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So I got to go on Blizzard Brawl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with Dave Hero there, and that was it was an experience. Val was on his second day, so I didn't get to hang out with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I popped him when I was like, "Hey, will you sign my Venus?"
So good. Well, I mean that brings up the question I originally had. So you've met all these like wrestlers, but is there like a wrestler that you have yet to encounter that you'd like to wrestle against?
Conan.
Conan? Wait,
He's so big.
like Conan Lycan?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. That'd be good. Oh, that'd just be
guy.
neat at that point. Man, that'd be. You think you can lift him?
it's a big boy.
It's a big boy.
you can jump too.
He-
Oh, I know. I see. He's always posting stuff, so I'm seeing it all the time. I'm like, that guy's good. He's really good.
it's,
Yeah,
yeah.
we watched
Yeah.
AEW, watched them. Well,
Red Wing.
yeah. Oh my God.
I was on a show, The Hottest Topic.
Yeah.
That when they were running, I was on a show with them there. I was like,
We were trying to go to that show.
that's a big dude.
It's a big dude. Well,
Is that your favorite style? Is like the bigger guys?
yeah. What style
No,
do you like?
I see stuff that they're doing. I'm like, oh, that looks like I could have fun with that. And they teach me new things. I like like with the Christian Rose stuff I'm doing. He's challenging me every time,
Yeah.
and he's asking for more from me. And I'm like, "Ah, God, okay, I'll come up with new stuff then.
Well, what's I guess what's a move or sequence that you want to do that you have never tried?
I've been working on a different style of TKO,
Okay,
and it's
it's coming along.
hit and miss.
Okay.
And I know other people do it at like in Magnum, so I don't
Yeah.
really touch it there.
Sure.
I've been trying it here at New Sound.
Hey, that top rope one with Jackson King was so
Oh,
good.
I know. I hurt so bad this week from that.
Yeah, like Tyler over there and Jabram, they just popped when it happened. It was such a big move, and I guess that's something that I like about your matches is like you have these big moves, but you know like when to put it, like you know exactly where it has to go. So in terms of match structure, like what is it that you try to get into your match, that you try to do?
I always want to try to get my splash in.
Your splash?
Yeah, a lot of shows that I go to. I mean, Magnum's a little bit different. They got high flyers, but you come to New Sound, you don't see people going to the top rope.
That's true. I think the only one
And
that's
it's just a simple little splash.
Uriah. Who's someone that you really enjoyed watching, that captivated you, and who's someone now that you enjoy watching?
I really liked Val Venus. He was my guy. I think it was more of my yes, the towel. I think it was more of my cousin Rich.
Yeah.
He kind of pushed him on me, and I was just like, I don't know. Maybe he just knew I was a young pervert. I don't know.
I mean, it looks there though.
Yeah, I see the influence.
Yes,
Yeah.
that and like Rick Rude. I really enjoyed Rick Rude. Like before he did DX and went weird.
Yeah.
And then now, I don't watch too much anymore. I don't like the people that get shoved down your throat.
Yeah.
I like a lot of LA Knight because the fans really were elevating him up, and he's just so good on the mic.
He is. Absolutely.
I don't really watch AEW.
Yeah.
Not too much. I like the Outrunners. I got to be I was on a show with them once, and I still get to see Shiloh comment on something I post, and it's like, oh, hey, you're on TV.
You're on TV. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, very cool. Well, Mark's off camera. Any other questions for our guest?
It's tough. Is there any belt?
I want the Magnum one.
Yeah.
He deserved it too.
Tired of watching Fowler up there.
Man, you had it. You had it. It was in your hands. And then Nino came out.
And now Nino, I don't even know what Nino's doing.
I don't know. But hey, I mean, at least right now you're the new sound champion. You're the below zero champion. You got,
And we're
you just got the trifecta.
yeah.
So I think there it is. I think that's the goal right there. Magnum belt. And then hey, you'll be a triple crown.
Yeah.
You had the tag titles and the Top Gun.
Oh yeah, definitely Triple Crown. I didn't even think about that.
There we go. You heard it here first. Triple crown. I don't know how many others there are, but
I don't know either.
Triple Crown at Magnum. We got Brand Nitro, and then you'll just have the trifecta of belts around here too. So awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on. This was awesome. It was long overdue for you coming on. We talked about it internally. Mark Studios just having you on and figuring out some way of getting you on, and I'm glad we're able to do it now.
Yeah.
So perfect. Do you know the sign off?
No.
Okay. All right. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if that check bounces, so do you.